Week 3, last one. Shoulder mania on this one. We've got everybody going today, but the team. So we've got everybody. Tola's going to be going first, and Tola's in an awesome spot. Tola's in second in the world right now, and really all of these movements are some of his better movements. So we're excited for this one. He's probably going to give this one a go twice, just because we don't want to leave anything on the table there. He feels really good about the snatches. Obviously, this is a pretty lightweight for him. We're going to try to touch and go today, see how it goes, and then maybe switch up our strategy when it comes to Sunday. Everybody else, this will really come down to the handstand push-ups, right? We saw the open announcement, how much it fatigued them on those strict handstand push-ups, especially with the new standard. I think for a lot of women, it's going to give them some problems if they are not completely stacked upright and they like to use kind of a extension at the bottom of their handstand push-ups. So that'll be a real game changer for a lot of women. But we're gonna get a lot of good data today, and it'll help us moving forward with training.
Oh, hey, this? Oh yeah, it's new. No, I like it. I think it's a very good workout for, I think, the open for affiliates. I think as to challenging like a games athlete, I think it's gonna be more like pedal down and who's willing to take risk, who's willing to push the pace on the barbell, and who has the shoulder stamina. When you take it into like a CrossFit affiliate, I think the weights are just enough to get members inside of gyms like through the workout, as opposed to previous years. I think we saw like 245, 265, where that's a little bit out of reach for most people. That like, this is like, hey, you know, I can compete in this. And I think it's gonna give people in the gym, you know, a good comparison to see where they are compared to games athletes.
With that being said, are you gonna take the risk?
Heck yeah, man. I think just looking at the open this whole year, I feel like I've gotten more like myself as each week went on, just going through that pinched nerve, which was giving me some issues in the left side of my body. So I had to be a little more conservative week 1, week 2 than what I'm used to. I feel like we're finally getting over that hump where I can start to take some risk. I can start to push the pace a little bit more. So this is the one we're gonna do it.
What are you doing? The camera. Gotta follow the barbell around. Sydney's starting off the year right, kind of where we expected her to be. We definitely have some work that we want to put forward, but really our goal is quarterfinals, semifinals, and making sure that she's really tackling those finer points, the details, the cycling reps, what we're looking at from her gymnastics, shoring up anything that we saw hold from last year, but she's looking like she's on point.
Mindset-wise, do you kind of have to remind her sometimes that this really isn't part of the plan?
Yeah, it's hard. You know, she's wanted to redo some workouts. She's wanted to kind of, you know, stress a little bit more than she needs to going into something like the open. But realistically, when it's top 10% and all we're looking for is quarterfinals, and we know that she's going to get through that, and then really semifinals is the goal and getting her to the games. So it is just keeping her in that day-to-day mindset of really tackling the training that we're really looking for towards semis rather than the open.
Luis, you gonna kill this one?
I am.
Comes right up your alley, right?
I am, definitely. Definitivamente.
You gonna try to touch and go quite a bit?
I'm gonna go to Chingo.
The whole time?
No, I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna break the 185. But 225, I wanna go 6 to Chingo.
Those shoulders, man.
Yeah.
You should do good at this one.
what like every rep was just so clean, it was so good. What was your like? What did you feel?
I mean, that's the most confident I've been like going into an open workout.
Really?
I think that's number one.
Why?
I don't know. I just like each workout, I feel like I was too conservative.
Yeah.
And I got done and I'm like, dang, I could have gone harder.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's just take some risks and like not feel like that at the end. So I just went for it. I didn't like pace it.
Yeah, you definitely look like that for sure. Like I mean, well, I knew wall walks came on. I was like, sorry, I'm gonna crush this. But then like you just knew, you just like literally 3, 2, 1, go and went.
Yeah, I mean, like normally I think I would have broken up the handstand push-ups more just to get ready for heavy snatches.
They
but
were
I was like,
not even a problem.
just go on and see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They didn't even look like it affected you.
No, I don't think so.
Honestly, like if you were to redo that, I think you could even beat that time.
Really?
Oh, because I think, you know, like you know what you're
Yeah.
going to actually feel.
Yeah.
So like if you redid that, like you were so smooth and there's time for you to actually make up on that.
Yeah.
That was so good. That's how good you look.
That's so good.
Tola, how you feeling, bub?
Yeah, okay.
Second place, right?
Yeah, right now.
Pretty excited for how this one ended up.
Yeah, I like the workout. I think it's fun. I think I'll do it again. Maybe go a little faster. But it was a pretty good first go. I kind of had a plan. It went close to plan. I was a little more tired than I thought I was going to be. I was a little slower than I thought I was going to be, but I think I cleaned a few things up. We'll be good.
You obviously have the skill set, the mindset, and the athleticism to go individual. Why do you stay team?
I like team. I think there's like this misconception that team athletes aren't as good, or like it's just a different thing. Like it's a completely different sport almost. Like you have to, I feel like as an individual, you can kind of accept, oh, I'm not going to do that well in this event. Oh, I'm not going to do that well in this event, but I'll make it up here. And I think in the team realm, you have to be sure that your team's going to be, you know, top 5 in every event if you want to win. And I think I would just, I don't know, I like the shared highs and lows of being on a team versus being an individual. Maybe one day, but probably not.
The open was good. I'm glad it's over. So I think that number one, we kind of figured out our group here as far as the dynamic of all the athletes going. So that took a little bit of stress off. We had heat times, that kind of thing. And then just getting, like, being able to use the adrenaline again. Like, I love adrenaline and I definitely love to use it to my advantage. And so instead of being like overwhelmed with adrenaline and nervous energy, it's more like, let's go energy. So I kind of like the way the quarters is set up because it's like 4 or 5 days in a row and you've got 5 workouts and there's not like a whole lot of thinking about it. It's just like, okay, we got all these workouts, we're gonna do this one here, then we're gonna do this one. So you're just like focused on the task at hand instead of thinking like big, huge picture. And it's over in one weekend, so that's nice. Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna enjoy semis training this year because it was taken away last year. It's a different style of training for sure, but it's definitely like where I feel like I can make big strides in my fitness. And I've already kind of seen it because we've been training so hard through the open, but I'm really looking forward to getting going.
Perfect.
I don't know. It's done. It's done. That's the good thing. It was good. It's been interesting doing it in like a fun environment where you're not just alone, scrambling, trying to do it by yourself. So it's cool to do it with like friends and cheering and help. So it's been really fun. Yeah. Yes, that'll make things much simpler because to be honest, it's almost too chaotic. And everyone's video matters because we're all obviously like doing this for a reason, and it's very like high stress, I guess. So it'll be good to kind of separate things out and to not feel so frantic. I think I'm pretty happy with where the team is at this point. Just with the limited time we've had together so far, things are really starting to click, and we're all doing a good job in the open, and things are going good.
23.3 just went down.
We had most of our athletes take it on Friday. But back, we got Tola, who's sitting pretty high on the leaderboard, so we want to make sure that we revisit his video and go through it and see if we redo it. For the most part, completely different from week 1 and 2. We seem to like the theme, what's going on there, a lot of fatigue in the shoulders, and then that's seeing how we can lift the barbell, obviously relying on technique rather than just the sheer strength through the shoulder pull. Execution was a big component as well. I think we spoke to some of the guys about urgency, especially banking up time early on in this workout to then have more time on the later barbells as well. But there is that fine line. You don't want to be exerting yourself too much, that the last bar becomes more about breathing than the position of the barbell. So, biggest takeaway, I think this is probably the best test for us to gauge where we are at fitness-wide with the combination of the movements displayed. I think this gave us the best insight of a quarterfinals feel. I think this one is a great one for me to simulate or mock again in the future, just with the ascending in load and the reps reducing. I think it's a great simulation of a quarterfinals workout feel or semifinals workout feel.